Howdy y'all, it's TJ Marquis and this is a new season of IndieScan. Iron Age pulp, comics, music, games, and even film. We've got thousands of creators and millions of aspirants out there hammering away at the next wave of independent media. It's my job to round it all up for you week by week so you can find something new. So smite the subscribe button and leave a like to light the beacon for the next weary traveler. So what's going on? Let's ride out and see. "17 works of science fiction, fantasy, and dystopian literature are nominated for the next Prometheus Award for Best Novel. Here are the nominees: Future Proof by Stephen Albrecht, Queen Wallace by C.J. Carey, The Long View by Mackie Chandler, Theft of Fire by Devin Erickson, Swim Among the People by Carl K. Gallagher, God's Girlfriend by Dr. Insensitive Jerk, aka Gordon Hanka, Lord of a Shattered Land by Howard Andrew Jones, Liberty's Daughter by Naomi Kritzer, Prophet Song by Paul Lynch, Julia by Sandra Newman, Victory City by Salman Rushdie, House of Gold by C.T. Rizzi, Trail of Travail by Iron Age cheerleading captain R.H. Snow, Critical Mass by Daniel Suarez, Black Hats by Steve Wire, Hacking Galileo by Fenton Wood, I reviewed that one, Misplaced Threats by Alan Zim. Join the Libertarian Futurist Society to vote when the finalists are announced. Next up, Shoot the Devil Volume 3 open for submissions. While previous entries in the Shoot the Devil Anthology series have been invitation only, this one's going to be all about highlighting unsung and underrecognized talent and showing the world what stories they have to tell. That's not to say it'll be easy, they're still looking for the cream of the crop, so make sure you bring your best. If you want to check the vibe of the books, grab Volumes 1 and 2 from Amazon, especially my story in number 2, Demon Bridge. Haha. Winding up now, Go West, a new Old West Anthology magazine, now open for submissions. The editors are looking for straight shooter type stories. Action and conflict, gunslingers dueling in saloons, cowboys taking on bandits, lawmen bringing order to the chaos of the West, bounty hunters going to the ends of the continent to catch their man, a Comanche warrior making his last stand on the open plains, settlers defending their home from raiders, romantic western tales of love triumphing or dying on the frontier, ghost stories of the lost souls doomed to wander the wastes, or weird westerns featuring deep ancient horrors revealing themselves to unsuspecting victims. Get creative and have fun, and remember, always follow the guidelines. Books from Cirsova, Jim Breyfogle's A Bad Case of Dead, a Victorian fairy tale romance about necromancers, dragons, mermaids, vampires, zombies, and adventure on the high seas. Now funding on Kickstarter with 7 days left. Edward has caught a bad case of dead. While hurrying to his clerking job in London, Edward is attacked by a strange creature in an alleyway. Feeling ill, Edward consults his apothecary neighbor who informs him he's been infected with zombieism and is now among the dead. There is still hope, however. Sent on his way with a potent elixir that will stave off the effects of dead, Edward must seek out the aid of a necromancer in the narrow world, a hidden realm of forgotten magic beyond the sea. But the next ship leaves in only an hour. Edward is unable to say farewell to his beloved Becca before setting off in the adventure of a lifetime. For her sake, he will find a cure for dead or die trying. If he weren't dead already. Saga of the Swordbreaker Book 5 Game of Immortals by Kitsun Cheah. Immortal Glory is the most prestigious tournament in the rivers and lakes. Martial immortals from around the world gather in Shengang to battle for the position of leader of the Zhanghu, and with it fame, fortune, and the patronage of the 10 corporations. Li Ming doesn't care, not until he learns someone is seeking to subvert the tournament and win over the rulers of the world. Joining forces with allies old and new, he participates in a counter-conspiracy to infiltrate Immortal Glory. They don't have to win, they just have to make sure the enemy loses. But the specter of commercialism casts a long shadow over Immortal Glory. Billions are at stake. Hard-won reputations are on the line. Even the support of the authorities won't be enough to overcome dirty tricks, foul play, and naked greed. As he battles renowned fighters and secret societies, Li Ming comes face to face with the dark heart of the rivers and lakes. And under the bright lights of the Lei Tai, the legend of the King of Breaking Swords will be born. Comics, Nano 13. For 3,000 years, the Xeris have ruled Earth. Now, a group of former slaves have gained the power to overthrow their alien oppressors and resolve to take their planet back. Well, that blurb is short and sweet, but that's enough to get us going, right? 40 pages of action by Chris Faction, pencils, inks, and letters by Ron Masiki, Jay Brown on colors, edited by Mark Polton. Check it out. Games. The Great Rebellion is a cyberpunk 2D side-scrolling run-and-gun roguelite. Immerse yourself in the dystopian Europe of the year 20XX. Where the Lucius Lux megacorporation owns everything and the people own nothing. I wonder if they're happy. You play the role of Human 10.28, a man who decides he's had enough. He doesn't want to be a cog in the soul-destroying system anymore and takes up the fight against a seemingly all-powerful enemy. The world is controlled by these technocratic elites who seek digital immortality and to transcend their human bodies. They will stop at nothing to achieve their goal. Fight through randomly generated levels in glorious 16-bit style retro pixel art, and listen to an awesome dynamic soundtrack while you blast away robots using one of the 60-plus weapons. Upgrade your character, find items, and unlock allies. Find the spirits of European heroes that will give you special powers. Will you join the Great Rebellion? And music. When I'm not writing, editing, or consulting, I recharge my brain by composing dungeon synth music. When I completed Heroes Metal Book 3 in the fall, I needed a massive reset, and this dream and lore-inspired album manifested. Check out my project Changebringer, Enter the Endless Earth, where dreams are purified and nightmares slink off to die. Hey, thanks for tuning in to IndieScan. This is just a taste of what's going on in the scene. You can support the weekly roundup as always by subscribing here and buying my books and merch. Hey look, it's a Changebringer shirt. Till next time, my friends, good journey.